Hi, this is Dean Petrolakis from Ryder Dickerson, and I'd like to introduce a couple people here with me today. This is Melissa Nixick from Loyola University and Kara Kilmer from Loyola University. And we're here today to talk about a very cool project that we all just worked on together. It's this little handy Loyola weekend invite that we're going to describe to you in more detail. Before I get going, I want to have Melissa and Kara here both introduce themselves a little more formally and tell you about their roles at Loyola Chicago, and then we'll take it from there. So Melissa.
All right, Dean. As you know, I'm in the Enrollment Marketing Communications Division at Loyola University Chicago. As a marketing communications specialist, my team manages all communications for prospective undergraduate and graduate students.
And my name is Kara Kilmer, and I also work in the marketing department at Loyola as a graphic designer, and our team works together to try to come up with really fun and exciting ways to get students to come check out Loyola.
Thank you both. And Ryder Dickerson and Loyola University Chicago go way back. We've been working together for about 10 years, and we do lots of great projects together. And the one we're talking about today was really fun because it's going to talk about how we incorporated some cool variable data printing into a well-designed piece that fit into a whole, as you can see, a branded look of pieces that span the entire recruitment process this past summer and fall for Loyola. And Melissa, tell us a little bit about Loyola Weekend itself, because it is obviously a big event for Loyola in the recruitment process. So maybe just for a moment or so, tell us about the importance of Loyola Weekend.
Absolutely. Loyola Weekend is our big spring yield event. This year it'll be held in March. It's an event for all admitted undergraduate students. So every undergraduate student who's been admitted to Loyola is invited to come to this event, which is a whole weekend full of exciting activities. Students can bring their families, come check out campus, get to meet professors, other faculty and staff members, really get a feel for what their life at Loyola is going to be for the next 4 years. And it's a really big event for us because most students who do attend Loyola Weekend find out how fabulous Loyola is and they ultimately enroll. So we definitely wanted to have something that was going to capture their attention, be visually interesting, fun, and exciting, just to sort of get them pumped up about the event.
Right, and it is, correct me if I'm wrong, it's pretty much the last major outreach you have to students before
Correct.
they decide to make their deposit or not, right?
Correct. Loyola Weekends are our final big yield event. It takes place the end of March, and our deposit date is May 1st. So right after Loyola Weekend is when most students are scrambling to decide for the last minute where they're going to go to school and make their deposit. And so this is our chance to make a final fabulous impression on our students.
Yeah, and it's great because when we got together, I remember back in December talking about the project. This invite has always been more of a typical invite-looking piece with inserts into an envelope. And I know this year you expressed that you really wanted to dress it up more and give it more of a branded look and feel with the rest of the pieces. So, Kara, talk about that because you were obviously instrumental in the design. Tell us a little bit about, and I'm going to have you play with it, show you this cool design. But tell us what you were thinking when you created design for the piece and everything that went into it, and walk us through some of the feels of the variable data and everything that went into it.
Yeah. So like Melissa and Dean said, we wanted this to be a very exciting piece. It wasn't your parents' invite. We didn't want it to feel too formal. So we used variable data, and we sent it in a clear envelope. So students would get this in the mail, and the first thing they would see is their name on the front. So we thought that would excite them and get them to open it. And then we played with some cool folds, so it kind of opens to reveal, for some students, a special invite to a scholar weekend. And then also underneath a customized schedule with a QR code where they could register and find out more information, and has their name, all of their specialized events. Just a big, beautiful shot of Loyola's campus in summer. So yeah, we thought it was just a really unique piece and a new way to get students excited about coming to campus.
Yeah, and it's great. You mentioned the insert here. We have the inserts here, you can see as we look at them, it's different. So based on the data file that Loyola provided us, some students got one insert, some students got another. And it basically is determined based on their academic profile. So again, it involved a lot of data sorting on our part, but everything worked together at the end to make a really nice package. And Melissa, I have to think at the end of it, you were thrilled based on what the invites used to look like and where it looks like now, and I'm sure that it's going to drive a great response rate for the event.
There's just no comparison. These are fantastic, and some of our current students took a look at the samples when we came in, and there was a collective gasp when they opened it. They thought they were the coolest thing they've ever seen. So I'm really excited. Our students are getting these, are in the mail right now. I'm really excited. I think we're going to see a lot more students excited about Loyola Weekend.
Yeah, well, they should be, because it is a great invite. And as I mentioned at the very top of this video here, the great thing, I know Kara can probably speak to this because we've done other projects together, is the quality of the piece didn't have to be sacrificed because we were printing digitally. I think as a designer, that's really important to you when you're designing. As you look here, as we look at all these pieces, we have a consistent look, and this piece was printed digitally, obviously because it had to be digital with the variable data, so we printed it on our Indigo. But as you know, the Indigo produces great quality. So just speak for a quick second just about how important that is in terms of the quality.
Yeah, I mean, as a designer, I could probably pick out if something was printed offset or Indigo, and I think, or offset or digital, and I think with the Indigo printing, it's hard for me to even tell that it was printed digitally. And another thing that's really important is that Ryder is able to get our variable data information correct, because I think personalization is a really cool feature, but if you're sending something to someone with the wrong name on it or the wrong information, it can probably do more harm than good. And we haven't had that happen yet. We can definitely trust Ryder with our large database of names.
Well, that's great. Well, this is great. I want to thank you both for spending a few minutes with us, and I want to let everyone know that, you know, as you look at this, to give you some ideas of what you can do, that variable data digital printing with the Indigo has come a long way. So if you have any questions about that, just look us up at Ryder Dickerson. Thank you all.